Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another speed build video. If you are new here, my name is Chloe/Nova and I do various Sims content. I do the 100 baby challenge, but so far I have stopped it because of a file corruption, and I do tiny town various challenges, I would say, and I do renovations. So if you enjoy this type of content, please make sure to subscribe. Okay, so actually I built this whole thing on a live stream and I did it on 2 days. So I started with the tattoo shop, or the first shop. I should have said something else, but it's okay. I started with the first shop, which is like the smaller build on a stream, and then I finished like the exterior, the apartments on a separate stream, and that's the first build that I actually do for this pack. I have just got it like 10 days ago and I have been really enjoying it. It's really fun. I have just built with the pack and started with the tattoo shop in Tiny Town, so I'm still exploring everything. I still need to play alone to just know about the pack and get to know to everything that comes with this pack. I know I'm too late. I got it 1 month after the pack was released, or maybe 5 weeks, but it's okay. I think I'm fine, So let's just start describing this whole build. First of all, I built it on a 20 by 20 lot in the new world. I think it's called Nordhaven. I don't know why on stream I said Nordenhaven. No, I don't know what I said. Nordenham. Oh, there we go. I just repeated the name of the build or whatever. Okay, I'm just mixing up everything. The build is costing 124k simoleons, and I only used 2 packs for this build, which is the sleek bathroom and businesses and hobbies. I wanted to just use the expansion pack by itself, but then I was like, okay, let me just use the new kit. I think it would be a great addition to the build. And there I am. I'm just gonna explain what I have been doing, and you'll notice when you're gonna watch this that I have cut so many things, because imagine that I have built that within 4 hours and I did like 2 hours stream in each day. So it's a very long video and I try to minimize it because when I stream, I just sometimes stop just to talk or I take breaks. So that's why the stream is like too long. And then I try to cut as much as I can from the build and speed it. And I just try to make it less than 20 minutes. And I wish I have done that before. I have so many good builds that are only in the live section, and I don't have like the record of it or something so that I could transform it into a speed build video. But still I'm learning about YouTube and all of these things. So as you can see, the build looks kind of huge, but actually it's not that big. And you'll notice that the apartments, which is like the big build, supposed to have 3 stories, but actually I only did the first 2, which is the ground floor and the first floor. And I definitely just forgot about that because I don't know, I didn't want to have so many things going on this build. That's why I was like, okay, let me just do a 3rd story or a 2nd floor. I don't know how you call it where you live. So yeah, for the final floor, let's say that, because I'm confused now. It's just for decor, just for the looks, but if you want to add more stuff, you can do that. But the thing is, since I was not planning on using that, there is no access or a place that you can go to this floor. But I think you can make it work. Like, it's not impossible to make this work. So now I'm just looking at it. I don't know why the soap dispenser is just high. That's kind of... Oh, I changed it. I'm like, I must have said something about that because sometimes I'm trying to be realistic and this isn't realistic, baby girl. Yeah, that's why I removed it. So there we are, starting with the tattoo shop. So let me tell you something about me. I love tattoos, and I don't know why I'm obsessed about piercings and tattoos. The thing is, this girl likes these two things and she has no tattoos on her body, which is very weird. The thing is, there is no good tattoo shop where I live, and I just have to go like far away to get one. And the second thing, I was just mentioning that on X, I was just asking, and if you are a tattoo artist, please let me know. I do have allergies, and I remember I was scrolling down IG, or I don't know which social media platform, and someone said that they got a tattoo and they got an allergic reaction, and since then I was so scared. And yeah, I don't know why I'm telling this story, but if I had a chance or I found a great place, I know that my full arm is not gonna be empty. I don't know why I'm saying that, but there you go. I really want to get like this small fine line ones, and I just want like meaningful tattoos. Like, I have always wanted to have the infinity sign because it means something for me. I was always drawing that since I was in high school in my notebooks and my, high school stuff, and it has always meant something for me. Also, I want to get like lyrics of a song that I like, and it has to be like a song that I liked for a long time, and it's not just a song that I'm gonna like for 5 months or something, if you got what I mean. So I know what I'm gonna choose. It's definitely gonna be a Lady Gaga song. I know I'm a big Swiftie, I'm a big K-pop fan, but Lady Gaga is my forever, I don't know how to say it. I have been her fan since 2008, and I have photos of myself when I was a kid, taking photos with like the posters of Lady Gaga when I was putting them in my room. And I do have a lot of good memories with being a Gaga fan, and I am still a fan, and it's crazy. So I have to get a tattoo about Lady Gaga. And there are so many songs that I like, but I have to just, when I want to do this tattoo, I just have to go back to her songs again, like the older ones. And I'm talking about The Fame Monster, Born This Way, one of these 3 albums. And I'm gonna get like a line that I love so much, and I'm gonna get it. Like, this is what I'm thinking about. And also, of course, I'm gonna get something about Taylor Swift. Definitely. Maybe I'm gonna choose one of her albums names that I like so much, and I'm gonna have it. These are the things that I'm thinking about. And Twice logo, I'm a big Twice fan. I don't know, but I love them so much. And as much as I love Lady Gaga, Taylor Swift, I don't have their posters on my room now, but I do have like their CDs, all of their things. But if you're gonna enter my room, it's like, I don't know how to say it, but everything is about Twice. I do have their posters, everything, their candy bongs, so that's quite lovely, I would say. So let's just forget about what I'm talking, because I have been just talking nonsense. And yeah, I don't think it's nonsense, but maybe it's nonsense. Okay. And there I am about to finish the tattoo shop. So what I did in the first floor is I made like a place where it's just for everyone that are comfortable sitting there and getting their self a tattoo without having a private room. And then here on the second floor, it's private room for someone who is like, they want more privacy, or they're gonna get a bigger tattoos and they need like more space to them. And as I said, the ground floor or the first floor tattoo area, which is like not private, it's like for the smaller tattoos that you're gonna get them done in less than 30 minutes maybe. So this is what I'm thinking about. And as you can see, there's like a coffee corner, so if someone is spending a long time there getting their tattoo, they can just sip a coffee or some tea and relax while they're just getting all these tattoos. So this is what I was thinking about. And by the way, I'm trying to record without an aircon. I'm literally sweating. I don't know how much is the temperature. I think it's 31, 32. And yeah, we're still not in summer and I'm boiling and I don't know how I'm gonna make it through summer, but it's okay, guys. So yeah, I think I'm just putting the final touches for the tattoo shop. And yeah, and here I'm trying to add a sign for the tattoo shop because at this point I would say I still don't know all the items that are in this pack. That's why I'm just going back and forth at looking the items. And on this spot I was like pretending that's gonna be like a construction site, like they're still not finished with this part. And then when I started building on the other stream I actually removed it because I did something else. Okay, now going to the apartments. As I said, there are 2 apartments and I said something, I remembered it now when I was streaming. You can turn these 2 apartments into a single house and you can just make the stairs still outside, but you can merge them into a single house if you want to. This is just all up to you. Or you can just let them be as apartments, or maybe you're playing with 2 different families and you want them to live in 2 separate floors. That's all up to you. Basically, what I have done, I worked on 1 apartment and then on the live stream, I copied everything to the 2nd apartment because I want them to be identical. Usually when I do apartments, I do make them look completely different, but this time I wanted them to look the same. First of all, this is the reason, and then the second thing is I have already streamed for too long and I don't want this build to take longer. I don't want this stream to be longer. That's why I was like, okay, just let me copy everything and I'll change the color scheme and that would be it. Actually, the apartments are very simple, but they look very good. I just like the aesthetic of these apartments. I just like everything about what I have done for this build. And for the past, I would say, few weeks, I have been into decorating with less clutter. I don't know why, but I have been into that. Sometimes I do add a lot of clutter, and if you're gonna look at my recent builds, they don't have a lot of clutter. Maybe for someone else it's gonna be like, oh, this is a lot of things, but for me this is considering, or I consider it as less clutter because I'm not adding a lot of things. Also for the bathrooms, I'm trying to add less amount of items. I think it's looking good, but since I'm used to adding a lot of things, a lot of plants, a lot of paintings around the walls, it's like kind of weird for me. But there we are. And now I think I'm about to finish everything about this apartment, and now you're gonna shift to the 2nd apartment, which I'm just gonna change the color scheme. Oh no, actually I forgot that we didn't do the room. But also the room is very simple. I have been obsessed with these concrete floor. They're very good looking. And again, you'll see that everything is very simple, very good looking. I tried to add a bookcase and a studying place, but then I didn't like how it looked like, so I changed my idea on stream and I was like, okay, let's just put a console table, no, a console for the Sims to play maybe when they're hanging out in their room or resting. And you'll see the 2nd apartment actually in photos only. I did not put this scene when I was doing that because I remember that when I was editing I was like, okay, this is gonna be such a long video if I didn't cut this as well. So yeah, you'll only see the result on the photos at the end of the video. And now I'm just working on the exterior and it was really fun. Again, there isn't a lot of landscaping, there isn't a lot of things. You'll notice that there isn't a lot going on. Sometimes if you're gonna go to my gallery, and especially the builds I do in Tamarang, you'll see that I'm adding a lot of things outside. Like, I don't know, there are small details that I add whenever I build in Tamarang, but here I just wanted it to be as simple as possible. And the build by itself looks beautiful without adding all of these things. And then on stream, I remember I went through debug for businesses and hobbies. I was just trying to look at the items and I was obsessed with all these items. And I saw this metro, I don't know, what do you call it, a subway, whatever you want to call it, and I loved it so much and I want to use it for something, but I have no idea for what. So I'm just thinking about it. If you have any idea, please let me know. I might think about it and work on it, whether it was a speed build video or maybe on a live stream. That depends on whatever thing I'm planning for, because usually on live streams I'm doing gameplay, so that's why I try to just leave the builds for the speed build videos. But it's okay if you want me to work on it on a live stream, that's completely fine. I don't mind that. So I think we're too close to finish the build. I'm just adding the final touches. Like, as you can see, the pipes or the drains, the flower boxes, you'll see them now in a few seconds. And I was just checking everything if it's all looking good. And the thing is, I'm not used to make things look empty, but still it's looking good. I'm trying to convince myself. And I've been liking the new decorative bikes that you add around the build. But there we are, about to finish this whole build, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this speed build video. And it's already up on my gallery if you want to get it. And I think it's 100% functional because I didn't add so many things around the build. And there we are with the final photos of this build. As I said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm gonna see you in another one. Bye everyone!